Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Dawn channel. We are here in the Valley of Fire. This is Valley of Fire State Highway here in Nevada. It's about 45 to 50 miles northeast of Las Vegas proper. If you are coming out here from the city, from Vegas, you just jump on I-15 and head north up until about, I think it's exit 75. And then jump off exit 75, head eastbound, and you'll encounter, it's a state park, so they charge a fee, of course. It's $10 to get through, but there's a ton of hiking and everything out here, so it's definitely an all-day trip. It doesn't take long to get out here if traffic is good. It's all interstate, and then you come out here on the highway, Valley of Fire highway, and you can see there's not a whole lot of traffic. These are called Seven Sisters here. I'm not counting 7, but that looks like Picard. So I'm bringing everyone out here because this was the scene that the director chose for the 1994 movie Star Trek Generations. It was the movie featuring Kirk and Picard versus Soren, the evil Soren. And so if you're new to the channel, welcome. Welcome my fellow Star Trek fans. I'm a huge Star Trek fan myself. I go to the convention here almost every year. I didn't go during COVID, but I went last year and the year before, and huge Star Trek fan. Fan of all the series and the franchise and everything. Have toys and all that stuff, so I'm just trying to throw out my credentials. But I've loved it ever since I was a kid. I was actually, my grandfather introduced me to it. The original series, that is, used to come on, I remember Saturday afternoons at like 5 p.m. or something. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, they're out in outer space. And I was a kid, and I was like, I want to go. So that was really, really cool. But yeah, so I followed it ever since. Watched that cringy first season of TNG. At least I thought it was cringy. I know some people have said that they liked it, but I thought a lot of it was kind of cringy. But that's okay. It definitely improved and got better, certainly by season 3, and of course with the Borg and Locutus and all that. But anyway, I digress. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers. We're going to go to that site where Kirk passed away when the showrunners, at least the screenwriters, decided that it would be a good time to pass off the baton from Kirk to Picard. And then, of course, the TNG franchise launched another 3 movies after that. And then the subsequent Picard series that has been on Paramount Network. 3 seasons of that as well. So in the movie, right, so Soren is trying to gain passage to this planet where he thinks he can affect this ribbon, right, that travels through the galaxy or whatever. And this ribbon can bring people to nirvana. And he wants to be in nirvana. He wants to, leave the life he's currently leading and become pleasure-filled, whatever, in this nirvana. So, in doing so, he actually destroys the planet with Veridian 3. Veridian 3 was out here at Silica Dome. Look at these rocks. This is really, really cool out here. No guardrail here on the side, so one little slip up off to the right and goodbye. And it's probably pretty cool out here when it rains. The very rare instances where it actually rains out here. Probably get little waterfalls all over the place. That would be nice to see. Had a viewer say that they did that once out at Hoover Dam and noticed a whole bunch of waterfalls after like a 20-minute rainstorm there. And I said, man, that would be awesome to capture. I'd love to be able to see that. So that's what I get. I get that sense driving around here in these cliffs and mountains. It's really, really cool. I love mountain driving. It's probably the best driving there is, in my humble opinion. So, in the movie, the Enterprise is at Veridian 3, And the Klingons, Lursa and Bator, part of the evil Duras family, they kidnapped Geordi LaForge. And LaForge, the Enterprise, of course, wanted him back. So Picard negotiates with Lursa and Bator to get Geordi back. But in doing so, he says, I'll be your prisoner. Lursa and Bator agree that, yes, the captain would make a far more valuable prisoner. But in order to do so, they have to send him down to the planet to go talk to Soren first. They agree to those terms for whatever reason. And I always thought that was fun. I'm like, why would they do that? Why wouldn't the Enterprise just beam you off the planet then? But anyway, so he gets them to agree. He goes down to the planet, and then he ends up in the ribbon and tries to enlist the support of Captain Kirk, who's riding around on horses and all of this, and good times. And so he does, in fact, enlist the support of Captain Kirk to go try and take down Soren. The crew, actually, and when I say crew, I mean production crew, they actually constructed a bridge for that pinnacle scene, the climax in the movie. Part of that bridge remains out here on Arrowhead Creek Trail. I think it's Arrowhead Creek or Arrowhead, something like that. But it's out here somewhere. It's pretty warm right now, so I'm not going to try and tackle it out here in the desert. It's definitely very, very warm, and car says 117 degrees, so I'm not going to try and tackle that to here today. But so, because the Klingons, Lursa and Bator, kidnapped Geordi, they implanted a surveillance device into his visor, and so they could see everything that he could see, which included the shield frequency for the Enterprise D. And once they obtained that, they launched a surprise attack on the Enterprise D, fired through the Enterprise's shields, and were in the process of pretty much destroying the Enterprise until Riker decides, hey, Worf, is there that 20-year-old bird of prey, are there any weaknesses, vulnerabilities? Says, I don't think so, or whatever, and then Data says, oh yeah, well, wait a minute, if we do this and that and focus a concentrated beam of sunny delight or something at it, then yeah, it'll probably work. So they do that, and the bird of prey's shields fall because they activated the cloaking device, right, from the Enterprise D bridge, and then they fired on him, Riker did, and destroyed the bird of prey. However, the Enterprise D had sustained heavy damage, and specifically the drive section and the secondary hull where the warp core is stored. So they were in the process of a warp core breach. They evacuated everyone from the star drive section, the secondary hull, into the saucer section, commenced with saucer separation, tried to get the saucer far enough away from the star drive before the star drive exploded. However, the explosion sent the saucer section into the atmosphere and onto the ground of Veridian 3, where it pretty much went timber hiking through a whole bunch of forests and stuff on another part of the planet. So all of that goes on, and while all that goes on, Picard is, in this ribbon or whatever with Soren. He convinces Kirk to get out of there because he realizes that it's not real, and so they go back and they find Soren back on the planet again and try to convince him not to do what he's doing. And of course, that's not going to work. So they have to try and take him out, and in the process of that, Kirk ends up perishing. So again, it was a way that the screenwriters could kind of hand that baton off from the original series to TNG, which of course went on to 3 additional movies: First Contact, Insurrection, and Nemesis. But we're coming out here to where Silica Dome is located now. There's actually a map dot out here that indicates the site of it calls it Captain Kirk's grave. I'm guessing that's where he fell or something. Someone geofenced it or geolocated it or something. And then decided that they would call that Captain Kirk's grave. I'll have to do that in a future video. Get out there and try and find that for you guys. But here we are, Silica Dome. Site of that crucial battle between Captain Picard, Captain Kirk, and Soren. Out here, I'm going to get out and see if I can take a better look around out here. It's just beautiful rocks out here. Again, it's a very great day trip. If you're tired of dropping money into your slot machine and losing money, it's a great opportunity to get away from the hustle and bustle of the Strip, right? Because it's easy to forget what day it is, what time it is down there on the Strip or on Fremont. No windows or clocks in those casinos, right? So, especially if you're a fan of Star Trek, this is really one of the best, I think, on-site locations that they've done. Certainly through DS9 and Voyager as well, but they didn't do that out here. They did those in California. But this area, this Valley of Fire out here, looks like it could pass for just about any area, any planet in DS9 or Voyager. So then in the newest show, Picard, which has concluded its production run, they went ahead and incorporated the Enterprise D back into the story without playing plot spoiler too much, because if you haven't seen it, then I don't want to ruin it for you. But essentially, Geordi gets his hands on the saucer section, salvages it from the planet, Veridian 3, and then takes it back to his home or whatever, his garage, Geordi's garage, and he works on it or whatever. He acquires a star drive from the Syracuse, I think it is. If I'm wrong, drop a comment and let me know. In fact, if I'm wrong about any of this, drop a comment and let me know. Correct me. I don't want to be putting out incorrect information here. But yeah, so he incorporates the star drive from the Syracuse to the saucer section of the original Enterprise D, and then they do things with the ship, the new Enterprise D, if you will, in the movie, or I'm sorry, in the series Picard. So check it out if you haven't already. It's really a great way for them to have wrapped it up, the series and stuff. I was really disappointed in the end with Nemesis and what happens to Data in the end. Being a huge fan of Data, yeah, it was really disappointing. But yeah, so again, I'm a huge fan. Love bringing you guys this. It's a remote area out here, 45, 50 miles northeast of Las Vegas. Good day trip away from the Strip out here. Again, if you haven't already, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us. We bring you all things Vegas, not just the glitz and glamour of the Vegas Strip, but all of the neighborhoods, all of the, we try and bring you restaurants, restaurant reviews, neighborhoods, in case you're looking for a home or something like that here, or, just anything that is Vegas. And so that's what we do here on the Vegas Dawn channel. But again, being a Star Trek fan, I had to do this video and show you guys this, because really, really love Star Trek, having grown up with it and all of that. So again, if you see me at the convention at the Rio, come up, say hi. I saw your video, whatever. Tell me if you liked it. Tell me if you didn't like it. Tell me how I could improve and be better if you didn't like it. Also, if you like drone videos, there's an awesome guy here in Vegas that does sunrise and sunset drone videos. Vids from Mike, VIDS, FROMMIKE. He also does plane spotting videos, to include the elusive and mysterious Janet Airlines. If you're not familiar with Janet Airlines, feel free to do a quick Google search and prepare to be wowed and amazed. Thank you all so very, very much for being here. And again, I appreciate each and every single one of you. A heartfelt thanks. And as always, remember, here on the Vegas Dawn channel, it's the journey. We'll see you next time.